When it comes to the holy trinity of terror, Halloween, Friday the 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare's Freddy Krueger is by far the most creative killer of the bunch. That crispy critter in a Christmas sweater has the advantage of using kids' dreams against them, much like every teacher I had in high school. And as we all know, in dreams anything can, and usually does, happen. In fact, I had a doozy last night, but I'll tell you about that some other time. Freddy uses this untamed landscape to his advantage, and over the years has come up with lots of inspired ways to exterminate lots of sleepy teens. So let's take a look at some of the best ones. Without further ado, I present Freddy Krueger's Top 5 Killer Kills. Number 5, Philip. This is easily the most gruesome and painful looking death, I'd argue, of the whole series. Philip, like any normal teen in the 80s, loves marionettes. So Freddy, being the clever killer he is, turns Philip into a human-sized puppet. It's so brutal looking you can feel his tendons being tugged just watching it. You just want to pluck him like a guitar. It looks kind of like spaghetti, so it goes great with Rick's death from Nightmare Part 4.
Rick, you little meatball.
Number 4, Glenn. Decades before he looked like a cattle rustler from Bushwick, Johnny Depp was a fresh-faced 21-year-old making his big screen debut in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And how does Depp's character Glenn meet his demise? He gets sucked into the bed. Boy, I've been there. They basically repeated this kill in Nightmare 4 with the character Joey, but they upped the ante in that film by using my second most favorite quote of the series.
How's this for a wet dream?
That same exact line was reused in the 2010 Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, but that movie sucks, so who cares?
How's this for a wet dream?
Speaking of wet dreams, apparently there's a Nightmare on Elm Street porno? Good God, what's wrong with you people? Alright, number 3, Taryn. This somewhat controversial death sees Freddy playing the role of Pusher, forcing ex-junkie Taryn to overdose. And those suckling mouth-like injection sites, who can forget those? Legend has it that for whatever reason, actress Jennifer Rubin's arm wasn't doing the trick, so that's actually the back of her leg you're seeing. Also, I just want to point out, how badass is this character? I mean, look at her. The Nightmare on Elm Street series has always had tough final girls, but she was definitely the toughest of the not final girls. Number 2, Tina. A couple years after she split from Brad Hamilton, and well before she broke up with Lane Meyer, Amanda Wyss was busy breaking her boyfriend Rod's balls.
I had a hard-on this morning when I woke up, Tina. Had your name written all over it.
There's 4 letters in my name, Rod. How could there be room on your joint for 4 letters?
She was also well on her way to becoming Freddy Krueger's first victim. That's right, Tina has the distinct honor of being the first character killed in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. What made this death so memorable was the way she was dragged all across the walls and ceiling, leaving the audience scratching their heads wondering how'd they do that? Considering this was an extremely low-budget slasher film, the effect is quite convincing and still a bit puzzling even after several viewings. Now, this same revolving set was recycled for Glenn's aforementioned bedroom death. And number 1, Jennifer. Probably the most memorable kill of the series, and I would bet my boots the exact point when Freddy went from terrifying dream killer to punny quipster. Jennifer dreams of one day being a famous actress, and Freddy wants to help expedite the process by getting her on TV as quickly as possible. Jennifer's death gave us that immortal line,
About the prime time, bitch!
and the rest, they say,
There's history.
And that's it, friends, the best 5 deaths in my opinion. This has been Dr. Jose reminding you that sleep is like death, just without the commitment.